Good morning everyone. This is class 12th, subject chemistry, chapter number 13, amines, lecture number 5. In this lecture, I will be discussing diazonium salts and at the end I will discuss homework solution of lecture number 4. Diazonium salts. The diazonium salts have general formula R N2 positive X negative, where R stands for an aryl group and X negative may be Cl negative, Br negative, HSO4 negative or BF4, etc. They are named by suffixing diazonium to the name of the parent hydrocarbon from which they are formed, followed by the name of an ion such as chloride, hydrogen sulfate, etc. And the N2 positive is called diazonium group. For example, the name of C6H5N2 positive Cl negative is benzene for this C6H5, diazonium for this N2 positive, and in last we will write the name of an ion, that is chloride. So the name for C6H5N2 positive Cl negative is benzene diazonium chloride. Similarly, the name for C6H5N2 positive HSO4 negative is benzene diazonium hydrogen sulfate. Next is primary aliphatic amines form unstable alkyl diazonium salts, whereas primary aromatic amines form arene diazonium salts which are stable for a short time in the solution at low temperature. So, benzene diazonium salts of primary aromatic amines are stable, and the reason is due to resonance, this positive charge is dispersed on this benzene ring, and because of that the benzene diazonium salts are stable. Here are the resonating structures of benzene diazonium. This positive charge can be dispersed over this benzene ring due to the following resonating structures, whereas this resonance is not possible in aliphatic diazonium salts, and that is why aliphatic amines form highly unstable alkyl diazonium salts, whereas the salts of the diazonium salts of primary aromatic amines are stable due to resonance. Due to resonance, this positive charge can be dispersed over this benzene ring, and this is the reason primary aromatic amines form stable arene diazonium salts. Next is preparation method of diazonium salts. So benzene diazonium chloride is prepared by the reaction of aniline with nitrous acid. NaNO2 plus HCl, it will form HNO2. So reaction of aniline with NaNO2 in presence of HCl at 273 to 278 Kelvin temperature. So here this HNO2 is produced in the reaction mixture by the reaction of NaNO2 plus HCl, and the conversion of primary aromatic amines into diazonium salts, this reaction is known as diazotization. And due to instability, the diazonium salt is generally not stored and is used immediately after the preparation. So this is the method for the preparation of diazonium salt. Reaction of aniline with HNO2 in 273 to 278 Kelvin temperature range. This converts to diazonium salt, and this reaction is known as diazotization reaction. And this benzene diazonium chloride is a colorless crystalline solid. It is soluble in water and stable in cold, but reacts with water when warmed. It decomposes easily in the dry state, and benzene diazonium fluoroborate is water insoluble and stable at room temperature. Now next is reactions of diazonium salts can be broadly divided into two categories. First is reactions involving displacement of nitrogen. So diazonium group, being a very good leaving group, is substituted by other groups such as Cl negative, Br negative, I negative, which displaces nitrogen from the aromatic ring. So here first is replacement by halide or cyanide ion. Here is the reaction of aryl diazonium halide by CuCl in presence of HCl. So this arene diazonium salt convert to ArCl. Next is if we treat this with CuBr in presence of HBr, so this converts to aryl bromide. And third is if we treat this arene diazonium halide with CuCN and KCN, so here cyanide group is introduced at aromatic ring, and this reaction is known as Sandmeyer reaction. Next is Gattermann reaction. Chlorine or bromine can also be introduced in the benzene ring by the treatment of diazonium salt solution with corresponding halogen acid in the presence of copper powder. So when this arene diazonium halide is treated with copper in presence of HCl, so here Cl group is introduced at aromatic ring, and in presence of copper and HBr, here bromine is attached to aromatic ring, and these reactions are known as Gattermann reactions. Third is if we want to introduce iodine at benzene ring. So here in presence of Ki, this arene diazonium salt, here this iodine attached to this aromatic ring, that is aryl iodide, is formed. Along with aryl iodide, N2 gas is released and KCl is formed. So if we want to attach iodine at benzene ring, so first we will convert this to arene diazonium salt, and after that treatment of arene diazonium salt with Ki results in the formation of aryl iodide. Next is reaction of arene diazonium chloride with HbF4, that is fluoroboric acid. So here Ar(N2) positive BF4 negative is formed. When we heat this Ar(N2) positive BF4 negative, that is arene diazonium borate, fluoroborate, is heated. So here fluorine is attached on benzene ring. Now when we heat this arene diazonium fluoroborate in presence of NaNO2 copper powder, so here N2 group is introduced at benzene ring. So these are the two different reactions. Heating of Ar(N2) positive BF4 negative results in the formation of aryl fluoride, and treatment of this Ar(N2) positive BF4 negative in presence of NaNO2 copper, here at aromatic ring NO2 group is attached. Next is treatment of Ar(N2) positive Cl negative in presence of H3PO2. So here benzene ring is formed, that is hydrogen group is attached to aromatic ring C6H6. This is formed. Now next is reaction of Ar(N2) positive Cl negative with ethanol. So here again this benzene is formed, and along with this benzene, here this acetaldehyde is also formed. Next is reaction of Ar(N2) positive Cl negative with water. So here this phenol is formed. Along with this phenol, N2 gas and HCl is released. Next type of reaction is reactions involving retention of diazo group, that is coupling reactions. So these are the azo products. The azo products obtained have an extended conjugation system having both the aromatic rings joined through N double bond N bond. These compounds are often colored and are used as dyes. So benzene diazonium chloride reacts with phenol molecule at its para position. This position is para position, and coupled with diazonium salt to form para-hydroxyazobenzene. This type of reaction is known as coupling reaction. Similar type of reaction takes place with aniline, results in the formation of para-aminobenzene. And this is the example of electrophilic substitution reaction. So here reaction of benzene diazonium chloride with phenol in presence of basic medium. So this position is para position. So reaction takes place at this position, and here this para hydroxyazobenzene is formed. This is the orange color dye. Similar reaction can take place with aniline. Reaction of aniline with benzene diazonium chloride in presence of H plus. This position is para position. So here this para aminoazobenzene is formed, and this is yellow color dye. And these type of reactions are known as coupling reactions. So this is all about diazonium salts. Now after doing this, you can solve NCERT in text question number 13.9 and NCERT exercise question number 13.5, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 13. Now I will be discussing the homework solution of lecture number 4. NCERT in text question number 13.4, arrange the following in increasing order of their basic strength. Here amines, some amines are given. So increasing order of their basic strength is aniline, then ammonia, then benzylamine, and then secondary amines. So this is the increasing order of basic strength among these amines. Next is ethylamine, diethylamine, triethylamine and aniline. So among aliphatic and aromatic amines are weaker bases. So the increasing order is aniline, then primary, tertiary and secondary amines are the most basic. Now here third is the increasing order is aniline, benzylamine, then tertiary, then primary amine and then secondary amines are the most basic. So this is the increasing order of basic strength of these amines. Question number 13.5, complete the following acid-base reaction. So reaction of amine with HCl. So here the lone pair of electron present on this nitrogen attack on this, and here the salt is formed. Similar reaction with tertiary amines. So here in this case the salt formation takes place with HCl. Next is question number 13.6, write reactions of final alkylation product of aniline with excess of methyl iodide in presence of sodium carbonate solution. Here is the reaction of aniline with methyl iodide. So here in first step, this lone pair of electron present on nitrogen attack on this methyl, and here this ammonium cation formation takes place. In presence of Na2CO3, this converts to C6H5NHCH3. Now again in presence of methyl iodide and Na2CO3, this converts to tertiary amines, and again in presence of methyl iodide Na2CO3, this converts to quaternary ammonium salts, and here in presence of Na2CO3, this converts to C6H5N positive CH3 thrice twice CO3 2 negative plus sodium iodide. So this is the final product of aniline with excess of methyl iodide in presence of sodium carbonate solution. Next is question number 13.7. Write chemical reactions of aniline with benzoyl chloride and write the name of the product obtained. So here is the reaction of aniline with benzoyl chloride. N-phenyl benzamide is formed. Question number 13.8. Write structures of different isomers corresponding to the molecular formula C3H9N. Write the IUPAC names of isomer which will liberate nitrogen gas on treatment with nitrous acid. So here are the isomers of formula having formula C3H9N, CH3CH2CH2 that is propane amine, CH3CH, CH3NH2 that is propane 2 amine. Now next is N-methyl ethanamine, and third is N-dimethyl methenamine. These are the isomers having molecular formula C3H9N. Now only primary amines react with HNO2 to liberate N2 gas. So here is the reaction of propanamine with nitrous acid. So here this propanol is formed and N2 gas is liberated. Next is reaction of propane-2-amine with nitrous acid also results in the formation of propane-2-ol, and here also nitrogen gas is liberated. So only primary amines react with HNO2 to liberate N2 gas. HNO2 is nitrous acid. Next is NCERT exercise question number 13.2. Give one chemical test to distinguish between the following pairs of compounds. First is methylamine and dimethylamine. So here are the structures of methylamine and dimethylamine. So these can be distinguished by carbalamine test. Primary amines give positive carbalamine test, and here is the reaction CH3NH2 plus CHCl3 in presence of KOH followed by heating. So this converts to methyl isocyanide and KCl plus water. So this test is given by methylamine, whereas there is no reaction with dimethylamine in presence of KOH and CHCl3. So primary amine gives this reaction. Methylamine converts to methyl isocyanide in presence of CHCl3 plus KOH, whereas dimethylamine does not give any reaction with CHCl3 and KOH. Next is secondary and tertiary amines. So we can distinguish secondary and tertiary amines by Hinsberg test. Secondary amine give reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride, whereas tertiary amine will not react with benzene sulfonyl chloride. So secondary and tertiary amines can be distinguished by Hinsberg test. Third is ethylamine and aniline. So these can be distinguished by azodite test. Aniline on treatment with HNO2 results in the formation of benzene diazonium chloride, that is C6H5N2 positive Cl negative, which on reaction with this beta-naphthol in dilute NaOH results in the formation of orange dye. Whereas if we treat ethylamine with HNO2, so here it forms diazonium salt, which is unstable, and therefore this converts to alcohol, and here in this case N2 gas is released. Now when we treat ethylamine with nitrous acid, the solution will be clear, but in case of aniline, treatment of aniline with HNO2 results in the formation of diazonium salt, which on treatment with this beta-naphthol, so here orange dye is formed. So we can distinguish aniline and ethylamine by azodite test. Aniline will give positive azodite test, whereas ethylamine does not. Next is aniline and benzylamine. So again these two can be distinguished by azodite test. C6H5NH2 give positive azodite test. For reaction you can consider part number 3rd. Benzylamine however does not give this test. So there is no reaction with benzylamine. Next is aniline and N-methylaniline. So these two can be distinguished by carbalamine test. C6H5NH2 give positive test, whereas there is no reaction with N-methylaniline. Next question is question number 13.3. pKb of aniline is more than that of methylamine. So here aniline is primary aromatic amine and methylamine is aliphatic amine. So aliphatic amines are stronger bases as compared to aromatic amines because the lone pair of nitrogen in case of aromatic amine is involved in the conjugation with this benzene ring. Therefore, the pKb value is more for aniline as compared to methylamine. Second is ethylamine is soluble in water whereas aniline is not. Ethylamine, that is C2H5NH2, dissolves in water due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. However, in aniline, due to large hydrophobic part, that is due to the presence of benzene ring, the extent of hydrogen bonding decreases considerably and hence aniline is insoluble in water. Next is third part. Although amino group is ortho-para-directing in aromatic substitution reactions, aniline on nitration gives a substantial amount of meta-nitroaniline. The reason is Aniline in presence of acidic medium, it forms anilinium ion, and this group is deactivating group. Therefore, this electrophile NO2 positive substitute at meta position. So, along with ortho and para substituted product, also meta product is formed. Next part is methylamine in water reacts with FeCl3 to precipitate hydrated oxide. So here is the reaction of methylamine with H2O. So here this ammonium cation formation takes place. FeCl3 dissociate into Fe plus 3 plus 3 Cl negative. So this Fe plus 3 react with OH negative, and here this hydrated ferric oxide is formed. Next is aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reactions because in Friedel-Crafts reactions Lewis acid AlCl3 is used. Now this lone pair of electron present on nitrogen, it will attack on this Lewis acid, or you can say that the lone pair of electron is donated to this Lewis acid, and here this NH2 positive AlCl3 negative is formed. Now this group is deactivating group, and therefore this group decreases the electron density on benzene ring, and Friedel-Crafts reactions does not take place. Sixth is diazonium salts of aromatic amines are more stable than those of aliphatic amines. The reason is in case of aromatic amines, the diazonium salts are stable due to dispersal of the positive charge on benzene ring in aromatic amines. Here is the structure of benzene diazonium salt. Benzene ring attached with N2 positive. Now here are the resonating structure, due to which this positive charge can be dispersed over this benzene ring, and that is why the benzene diazonium salt of aromatic amines are stable. Next part is Gabriel thalamide synthesis is preferred for synthesizing primary amines. The reason is Gabriel thalamide synthesis gives pure primary amines without any contamination of secondary and tertiary amines. That is why this method is preferred for the synthesis of primary amines. Next question is question number 13.6. Describe the methods for the identification of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. So these can be distinguished by Hinsberg test. For reactions you can refer lecture number 4. Next is question number 13.7. Write short notes on the following. First is carbalamine reaction. So here is the reaction of primary amines with chloroform in presence of KOH followed by fating. So here this primary amine converts to isocyanide, and here along with isocyanide KCl in water is formed. Next is Hofmann bromamide reaction. So reaction of amide with Br2 in presence of NaOH. So this converts to RNH2 plus Na2CO3 and sodium bromide. Next is ammonolysis reaction. So the replacement of this halogen by amino group, that is known as ammonolysis reaction. So here is the reaction of RNH2 with Rx. So first this R2NH2 positive X negative is formed, and in presence of ammonia, here this converts to secondary amine and ammonium salt is formed. Next is acetylation reaction. So reaction of amine with acid chlorides results in the formation of this compound, and this reaction is known as acetylation reaction. Next is Gabriel thalamide synthesis. So here is the reaction. Thalamide on treatment with KOH results in the formation of this compound, that is this hydrogen is abstracted by base. Now next step is nucleophilic attack. This thalamide anion attack on this R group, and here N-alkyl thalamide is formed. In presence of aqueous NaOH, this converts to RNH2 and sodium salt of dicarboxylic acid. So this is all about homework solution of lecture number 4. Thank you. Please like and subscribe this channel.